Hi guys, so welcome to the second part of work in time. In the first part, I've explained you the basic concepts, and in this part, I'll tell you how to solve all the patterns of work and time. Right? So we'll get started, and the first type of question is on your screen. X, Y, and Z together can do a piece of work in 8 days, while X and Z together can do it in 12 days. So Y alone will do the same work in how many days? That means we have X plus Y plus Z equals to 8 days, and x plus z equals to 12 days. So if I take the LCM of 8 and 12, it will come out to be 24. So I'll take the total work to be done as 24 units. So if the total work is 24 units, x, y and z do it in 8 days. That means they do 3 units per day, and x and z do 2 units per day. So if I subtract them, I'll get 1 unit per day and I'll get y. That means y does 1 unit per day and the total work is 24 units. That means y will take 24 days to complete the whole work. It was a very simple question. So moving on to the next question, you can read it on your screens. 15 men take 21 days of 8 hours each to do a piece of work. How many days of 6 hours each would 21 women take if 3 women do as much work as 2 men? So we'll use this shortcut to solve this question, and the formula for this shortcut is n1 into d1 into h1 into e1. That means n stands for number of people, d for days, h for hours, and e for efficiency, and w is for work done. So we'll write it as w1, right? So using this equation, we can solve any type of this questions. So in this question, we have 15 men take 21 days and work for 8 hours, but there is nothing about efficiency, so I'm not taking efficiency. So here we have 21 women and days and 6. We need to calculate the days. The work done is same, but if we are using this formula, we need to be careful that if I'm taking men here, I have to take men here also, because the productivity of women and men differ. So that means if I am taking 15 here, I cannot take 21 here. I have to convert this 21 women into the number of men. So if 15 women, if 3 women is equal to 2 men, that means 21 women will equal to 14 men. So if I solve this question, W will cut out. So we have 7 2s are 3, that means 3, 2 2s are 4, and that means days will come out to be 30. That means the answer will be 30 days. Moving to the next type of question, we have 7 ballerinas dance for 8 hours and lose a total of 20 pounds. How many more ballerinas dancing would it take to lose a total of 20 pounds in only 4 hours if the new dancers lose weight only half as fast as the original 7? So now to solve this question, we use the same formula again. So we have 7 into 8 upon 20. 20 is my work done, the weight that I have to lose. And now here we have to take care of the efficiency also. We have 7 into 1. That means 7, the earlier ones have efficiency of 1, plus we have n, the additional number of ballerinas, into their efficiency to lose weight is half, into the number of hours, that is 4, upon 20. So 20 will cut out, this is 2. So we have 14 equals to 7 plus n by 2. That means n equals to 14. So that means 14 additional ballerinas are required in order to satisfy the given equation. So you have to take care of the efficiency part here. So you have to use it as 7 into 1 plus n into 1 by 2, right? So now moving on to the last type of question. 2 farmers, Akbar and Babar, share a piece of land. Akbar alone can plow this piece of land in 12 days, while Babar alone can plow the same piece of land in 15 days. So A is equals to 12 days and B equals to 15 days. And Then we have how much time will they take to plow the entire piece of land if they start working together. But Babar leaves exactly 2 days before the actual completion of work. So before the actual completion of work. So if we make a timeline, and this was the actual completion of work, Babar has left 2 days before it. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll take out the LCM of 15 and 12. So it will be 60. So I have total units as 60 units. So that means A does 5 units per day and B does 4 units per day. So that means B left 2 days ago, 2 days before. That means A had to do 2 days of work alone. That means he did 10 units alone. So the work left here would be 50 units because total is 60. So that means for 50 units they work together. So the number of days will be 50 upon the total work which they do together in one day. That is 9. So 50 upon 9 plus 2 days. So that comes out to be 68 upon 9 days. So in the next part, we have how much time will they take to plow the entire piece of land if they start working together, but B leaves 2 days before the scheduled completion of work, not actual completion of work, right? So the scheduled completion of work was 60 upon 9 days because total work was 60 and 1 day work was 9. So 60 upon 9 days was the scheduled work, but 2 days before B left. So that means 60 minus 18 is 42 by 9. That means together they completed 42 units out of 60 units. That means 18 units are still left, and those 18 units are to be completed by A. So 18 upon 5. That means A will complete the rest of the work in 18 upon 5 days. So the total days will be, I'll just cut it out, that comes out to 14 by 3. So it will be 14 by 3 plus 18 by 5. The days taken by A. So this comes out to be 124 upon 15. So this will be the total days taken by both of them to complete the work. So these are the most common kinds of patterns that are asked in the entrance exams. So if you are able to understand all of this, I'm pretty sure that you will be able to solve all the questions of work and time, right? So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and suggest any topic that you want me to cover for you. And thank you for watching. See you soon.